Jim Rohn's Secrets to Success and What You Need to Improve Every Day, reloaded for 2025. This will change everything you thought you knew. I want you to picture this for a moment. Imagine every single day as a fresh blank canvas, and you're holding the brush. That brush, it represents the decisions you make. Now the question is, what will you paint today? Every day offers a chance for growth. It's a chance to improve your skills, refine your thoughts, and take your life to a whole new level. But here's the truth. It won't just happen on its own. You've got to make it happen. One of the greatest lessons I've learned in life is this. Success is really nothing more than a series of small, simple habits done consistently. On the other hand, failure is just a few bad choices repeated daily. The difference between the two, it's the little things you choose to do or not do every day. It's never about huge, drastic changes. It's those small actions we often overlook that really shape our future. I've boiled it down to 10 key things that you need to improve daily. Let's go through them quickly so we can get to work on making those changes. Number 1. The first thing you need to work on every single day is your attitude. Your attitude is incredibly powerful. It's the foundation your life is built on. If you make just a small effort to improve it every day, you'll notice it transforming everything about your day. Now you might be thinking, it's just an attitude, right? Well, it's more than just how you feel. It's about how you view the world, how you approach problems, how you handle challenges, and how you interact with others. Your attitude is like a magnet. It can either attract opportunities or push them away. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who's constantly negative, complaining about everything, no matter how good things are? Do you think they're attracting success with that mindset? Probably not. Their negativity creates a wall between them and new opportunities. On the other hand, when someone has a positive attitude, they pull in opportunities. People want to be around them, work with them, help them, and see them succeed. So if you improve your attitude even just a little each day, maybe by becoming a little more optimistic or patient, you'll find that doors will start to open, doors you didn't even know were there. Now, don't expect your attitude to change overnight. It's a gradual, ongoing process. You improve it bit by bit, day by day. Maybe today, focus on being a little more grateful. Tomorrow, work on being more resilient. The day after, try to focus on solutions instead of problems. Every little improvement is like adding a brick to a stronger, more resilient foundation. And when you do this consistently, you'll have something built that will last. When your attitude improves, everything else in your life starts to improve too. Your relationships, your work, your health. It all starts with the right mindset. Next up, focus on your communication skills. Every day, take time to improve how you communicate. This skill is crucial for success in every area of life. Whether you're talking with a friend, working on a business deal, or just interacting with your family, communication is at the heart of it all. The better you are at communicating, the better your relationships will be. Your work will run smoother, and you'll have more influence in your community. But here's an important point. Communication isn't just about talking. In fact, some of the best communicators talk the least. They listen, carefully, empathetically. They listen not just to respond, but to truly understand. Good communication is a two-way street. It's about expressing your thoughts clearly and understanding the thoughts of others. You can improve this skill every day. Maybe today, work on being a better listener. Tomorrow, practice getting your message across without being overly aggressive. The next day, focus on finding the right words to express your feelings. Every day, chip away at the rough edges of how you communicate, and you'll find that people start paying attention to what you say. And here's the real power. When you communicate better, you influence more. You lead more effectively. You inspire others to take action. Think about this. Have you ever had a misunderstanding with someone because communication was unclear? Maybe they said one thing, but you heard something completely different, and that misunderstanding turned into a bigger problem. Imagine if you improved just a little bit each day at communicating. How many of those misunderstandings could you avoid? How many conflicts could you resolve? How much stronger would your relationships be? Next, every day work on strengthening your self-discipline. This is absolutely key. Self-discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's what keeps you going even when you don't feel like it. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when it's uncomfortable. Without self-discipline, success is out of reach. You can have all the goals, ideas, and talents in the world, but without discipline to follow through, none of it matters. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. You can build it slowly, day by day. Maybe today you discipline yourself to wake up 15 minutes earlier. Tomorrow, it's pushing yourself to exercise, even when you're tired. The next day, it's staying focused on your work and avoiding distractions. These small acts of self-discipline might seem insignificant on their own, but when you add them up over time, they create big, lasting results. And here's an important insight. Self-discipline isn't just about willpower, it's about forming habits. When something becomes a habit, it no longer requires as much discipline. It becomes automatic. So, a big part of self-discipline is creating habits that support your goals. For example, if you make it a habit to read 10 pages of a book every day, you don't have to rely on willpower to learn and grow. The habit takes care of it for you. I once knew a young man who had all the potential in the world but lacked discipline. He'd start projects with excitement, but he'd never finish them. He'd jump from one idea to the next without seeing anything through. As a result, he didn't make much progress. One day, I sat him down and told him, "You need to work on your discipline. You have to stick with something until it's done, even when it's tough, even when it's boring, even when you don't feel like it." He took that advice seriously, and slowly but surely, he started finishing his projects. Over time, he built the discipline to follow through on the big stuff. Now he's incredibly successful, and he'll tell you that self-discipline was the key to it all. Another way to enhance your mindset is by challenging the beliefs that limit you. Many of us find ourselves held back, not by external factors, but by the beliefs we hold about ourselves. We tell ourselves we can't do something because it's new, or because someone once said we weren't good enough. But here's the key. Those beliefs are just thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. Each day, make it a point to replace those limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," think, "I'm learning how to do this." Instead of telling yourself, "I'll never be successful," think, "I'm on the path to success." By improving your mindset just a little each day, you'll gradually see a shift in how you view the world and yourself. One person I knew used to struggle deeply with his mindset. He was always focused on the negatives and saw every challenge as a roadblock, every failure as a dead end. No matter how hard he tried, he felt stuck. I sat down with him one day and shared a simple piece of advice. Stop focusing on what's wrong. Start focusing on what's possible. He took it to heart. He started small, reading a few pages of an inspiring book each morning, practicing gratitude each night, and shifting his focus from problems to solutions. Over time, his mindset improved, and so did his life. He became more confident, more resilient, and ultimately, more successful. And it all started with a consistent practice of shifting his mindset every single day. Next up, time management. Time is the one resource we all have in equal measure, but how we use it makes all the difference. Time is precious, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. So if you want to achieve great things in life, you need to master how you manage your time. The good news? Time management is a skill you can improve every day. Today, perhaps you focus on setting clear priorities. Tomorrow, eliminate distractions. The next day, practice saying no to things that don't align with your goals. Small adjustments like these compound over time, and soon you'll find yourself accomplishing more in less time, focusing on what really matters. How often have you found yourself busy but not productive? You might spend time on tasks that don't really move you forward, while the important ones get pushed aside. Remember, being busy doesn't mean you're productive. That's why improving your time management is so important. It's about doing the right things at the right time in the right way. One of the best ways to improve your time management is to start your day with a plan. Take a few moments each morning to identify your top priorities for the day, what you absolutely need to accomplish. Figure out what you can delegate or eliminate, and don't forget to plan your breaks too. Rest is just as vital as work, and without recharging, you'll burn out. I've worked with many individuals who struggled with managing their time. They'd tell me, "I just don't have enough time to get everything done." I'd remind them, you have the same 24 hours as everyone else. It's not about having more time, it's about using the time you have more wisely. So if you want to improve your life, begin by improving how you manage your time. It's a daily practice, and with each small improvement, you'll find that things fall into place more easily. Next, focus on building your knowledge every day. The world is constantly evolving, and if you're not learning, you're falling behind. The more you know, the more you can do. The more you can do, the more value you can add to the marketplace. And the more value you add, the more rewards you'll receive. If you want to stay ahead in life, commit to improving your knowledge daily. It's simple. Read, listen, and study every day. Maybe today, you read an article in your field. Tomorrow, listen to a podcast on personal growth. The day after that, take an online course to improve your skills. Every small investment in learning will add up, and soon you'll be more knowledgeable, more skilled, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Learning doesn't stop after school. In fact, that's when the real learning begins. Formal education might help you make a living, but self-education will help you make a fortune. The most successful people are lifelong learners. They're constantly growing because they know the more they learn, the more they can achieve. One of the wisest men I've known, Mr. Shoaf, became incredibly successful, but it didn't happen by chance. He dedicated himself to learning every day. He once told me, "The more you learn, the more you earn." I took that to heart and started reading, listening to audiobooks, attending seminars, anything to expand my knowledge. And Mr. Shoaf was right. The more I learned, the more opportunities came my way. Lastly, never neglect your finances. Your financial situation isn't something that just happens to you, it's something you create. Like any other area of life, your finances require daily attention and improvement. Whether your goal is to get out of debt, build wealth, or simply create more financial security, it starts with small, consistent actions every day. The reality is that most people don't fully understand money. They know how to earn it, but not how to manage it. As a result, they struggle financially no matter how much they make. The good news? You can improve your financial situation bit by bit. Start by tracking your expenses today so you know where your money is going. Tomorrow, set up a simple budget to make sure you're living within your means. The next day, start saving or investing a small percentage of your income. These small steps add up. Over time, your finances will be in better shape, and you'll be on the path to financial security. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. Many people make a lot of money, but spend it as quickly as they earn it. They live paycheck to paycheck, always teetering on the edge of financial trouble. Others, however, who make less, are able to save, invest, and build wealth because they've learned the principles of money management. These principles are available to everyone. You don't need to be an expert to improve your finances. Just make small, smart decisions every day. One of the best pieces of advice I ever received was, spend less than you earn and invest the rest. It's simple, but incredibly powerful. If you stick to that principle, your financial future will be secure. But it takes discipline, the discipline to delay gratification today so that you can say yes to financial freedom tomorrow. Improving your finances, just like every other area of life, is a daily practice. With each small decision you make, you'll see your financial future brighten. Have you ever looked at your bank account and wondered where all your money went? That's a clear sign that it's time to start making some changes in how you manage your finances. It's time to take charge of your money rather than letting it control you. And you don't need to make drastic changes right away. Just small, consistent improvements can make a huge difference. There's a story I'll share with you about a man who had everything, wealth, fame, success, but was deeply unhappy. He couldn't understand why. One day I asked him, "What's your purpose? Why are you doing all of this?" He couldn't answer because he had spent so much time chasing success that he forgot why he was after it in the first place. I told him to find his purpose, to live it every day. He took that advice to heart and started focusing on what truly mattered to him, helping others and making a difference. His life completely transformed. He found fulfillment and peace, and it all began with living with purpose. Now let's talk about gratitude. This is another practice that can change your life in profound ways. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your mindset from what's missing to what's already good. And when you focus on the good, more good comes into your life. Being grateful doesn't have to be complicated. Maybe today, you appreciate the people who support you. Tomorrow, you focus on the simple blessings like your health or your job. The next day, you find gratitude in the challenges you've faced, because they helped you grow. Gratitude isn't just about feeling good, it's about taking action. When you're grateful, you want to give back. You want to help others and make a positive impact. Gratitude makes you more generous, patient, and compassionate. It shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, and that's when real change happens. You see, gratitude isn't about ignoring life's difficulties. It's about developing resilience, recognizing that even during tough times, there's something to be grateful for. It shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right, and that mindset empowers you to keep moving forward. Let me tell you about a woman I knew who was struggling. She'd lost her job, her relationship ended, and she felt lost. It seemed like every day was a challenge. But when we talked, I encouraged her to find something, no matter how small, to be grateful for every day. At first it was hard, but she started small. Slowly, her perspective shifted. She began to see opportunities where she once saw obstacles, and today, she's happier and more successful than before. Gratitude is contagious. When you practice it, it spreads to those around you. Your positive outlook inspires others to be grateful too, and your generosity encourages them to give back. When you live with gratitude, you improve not only your life but the lives of others. So think about your life right now. What areas could benefit from just a little improvement each day? How would your life look if you committed to making small changes every day? The key to lasting change isn't making one big leap. It's about the small, consistent actions you take every day. That's where the real magic happens. I've seen it time and time again. People who commit to small daily improvements, who focus on the process instead of the outcome, end up achieving incredible things. Why? Because success is the result of consistent, small actions taken over time. So what small improvement can you make today? What's one area of your life you can focus on right now? It doesn't have to be big. Start where you are with what you have. Commit to improving just a little bit every day. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Those small actions, compounded over time, will take you to places you never thought possible. And when you live with purpose, everything else falls into place. Your discipline grows stronger, your gratitude deepens, and your motivation becomes unstoppable. Purpose is the key to everything. It's the reason behind all the small actions you take. And when you live with purpose, you'll see everything in your life become more meaningful and fulfilling. So take it one step at a time. Every day, commit to becoming just a little better. Life isn't about reaching a destination. It's about the journey. And every step you take on that journey leads to growth and transformation. What small improvement can you make today to start moving closer to the life you want to live? Keep going, keep improving. And remember, success isn't something you chase, it's something you attract by becoming the person you're meant to be.